Thank you for your time. Where are you from?
Hi, I'm from New York.
New York.
Yes,
Okay.
in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
New York City, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
It's a very nice city, probably.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay. So, are you currently visiting Japan or living in Japan?
So I've been living here for 3 months. I'm here on work visa for modeling.
Modeling.
Yeah.
So you're a model.
Yes.
Okay. So, do you often do modeling in different countries?
Yes, I've been in Europe, and this is my second time in Asia, and then in New York, obviously, and then so I've been traveling for a while. Maybe I started traveling for work like 5 years ago
Mm-hmm.
or so.
So you've been to another country other than Japan.
Yes.
Where?
So Barcelona and London and Germany.
Germany.
Yes.
Among those countries, where did you like the most?
So I have to say my favorite country is Japan.
Japan.
Yeah, I love Japan.
Okay. What did you like about Japan?
So there's a lot of different things I like about Japan. I think I like that you can be alone here and feel comfortable being alone, because I feel like the city is made up to do a lot of things by yourself, and in America it's not really like that. Like a lot of people don't know how to be alone, I feel. So I appreciate having time to myself here and not feeling weird about it, I guess.
For example, like eating alone. and
Right.
so-
Yeah, you can go out to eat alone. I feel like most of the restaurants here are set up for this purpose, like kind of just to eat alone.
Yes.
And so it gives you a lot of time to reflect just on yourself, and a lot of mental clarity, I feel, when I come to Japan.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not like that in your country.
No, not so much. I mean, you can do it, but maybe if you're not so secure with yourself, you might feel uncomfortable about it, or it might not be so easy for everyone to do.
So you shared a few of your impressions of Japan so far.
Yeah.
But were there some impression in Japan?
So I think that a lot of people have the impression that Japanese people are shy.
Shy.
I think I could see this a bit, but since it's my second time coming here, and I think I've made an effort to kind of make more Japanese friends and speak more to Japanese people, I don't think that like Japanese people are that shy. Like
Okay.
once you get to like talking to them, like maybe like your second time, I think the first time, yes, there's like a mask on and they're very like polite and shy, but then I think once you start to get to know them, they can be kind of like really expressive, and so I don't think they're all that shy as
Okay.
like people think that like they are.
So like once you get to know them, the boundary disappears
Yeah,
between you and
Exactly. Or when Japanese people get drunk as well, it's like funny to see them
Okay.
like come out of their shell.
Did you like drink with the Japanese people?
Yes, like a few times I've been out. It's funny.
Funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Like they are very
Expressive, and like I feel like they get a bit wild, and I feel like Japanese people can drink a lot.
Uh-huh.
Like,
I see. Like drinking culture is different. Like you don't drink so much in New York.
I think that there's a big drinking culture in New York, but I think it is different in a way where I feel like in Japan there's always an opportunity to drink, like there's always a celebration or always a reason to like go for drinks in this type of way.
Okay, interesting. So, what are some reason of drinking? Why you surprised that? Wow, do you have this kind of reason to drink? For example, we drink for celebration of
Yeah.
end of the year
Yeah.
and the New Year
Yeah.
and each holiday. Like
I guess that's what I mean. Like there's always a celebration to drink, or even on like the weekday it will be like, oh, like my friend is, I don't know, like hosting this party, like come drink, like it's, I don't know how to explain it, but
a lot.
yeah,
Okay, frequently probably.
frequently, yeah.
Did you go to izakaya too?
Izakaya, I did go to a birthday party for izakaya.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was nice. It's funny because like you could smoke inside the izakayas, like cigarettes and this kind of thing, and in America you can't do that. Like there's no smoking inside,
Uh-huh.
so that's different.
Okay, where do you smoke? In New York, when you go to the restaurant, where can you
like
smoke?
where can we smoke? You have to go outside.
Outside.
Yeah.
Outside you can smoke.
Yeah, so there's like no smoking area inside the restaurant even. Like you have to like go outside.
Like just like in front of the restaurant you can smoke.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
But you can smoke on the sidewalks like anywhere in New York. And I know here they have a bunch of like smoking areas designated for smokers.
Uh-huh.
but in New York you could smoke wherever on
Okay.
the streets.
So like opposite of Japan,
Right.
Like-
yeah.
you cannot smoke outside.
Yeah. So
yeah.
that's different. Yeah, it's interesting to me.
So far, you shared interesting impressions of Japan, and it involved some culture difference. But what are other culture shock or culture difference are you enjoying in Japan?
So culture shock revolved around work in the modeling industry here is that I feel like I get the impression like I know how the salary man like how they are working like so hard from very early in the morning to at night. I feel like it kind of almost rolls over into the modeling industry here in some ways because for example, like you can have castings from like 12 p.m. all the way to 8 p.m. So it's like a full day of castings. Or if you have a job in the morning, you will go straight to castings afterwards. Or maybe you will have like 2 jobs in the same day. And it's kind of like go, go, go mentality. So there's not really like any break time. So that's a big difference from anywhere else that I've worked. Yeah, I feel like in Europe or in New York, it's busy like that during fashion week. You can expect that, but not like on a day-to-day basis.
So in Japan, you're almost like always working every day.
Yeah, every day except for the weekends. You have the weekends off, but sometimes you might have a job on the weekends. So yeah, you're working like every day. They expect you to be here for work. So
Okay. In your industry too, like very hardworking.
yeah. Even the agents and people that work in the office, sometimes they will text you like really late, like maybe like 9 p.m. at night. So it feels like I don't know when people stop working. It feels like everyone's always constantly working.
But are you enjoying working in the industry in Japan?
Yeah, overall, working on sets with people, everyone's very kind and they give you really nice lunches. Like,
Lunches.
yeah, I'm forgetting the name, but you know the boxes? The box lunch and there's
Bento?
like, bento box, yeah.
Uh-huh.
The bento boxes are really nice.
Mm.
And the teams are always really nice to work with, so.
Okay. So like some service
Yeah.
around the job is good.
Yeah, exactly. It feels like they really care about the model. So
Okay. So like impression people is also good.
yeah. Overall, yeah. I haven't had any bad experiences with any Japanese people. Everyone has been very kind to me outside of work as well. Just meeting people out or like meeting you today as well. Like yeah, people are very kind here.
Okay. Do you have some like memorable story or good story in terms of interaction with people?
For example, I made friends with somebody that is Japanese and they were really excited to practice their English with me and we became good friends and like they wanted to like go out to like different nature trips with me so they offered this and they showed me around to different places in Shibuya and introduced me to some of their friends. So this was really nice, I think. Even though we couldn't understand each other too well because their English isn't that great, but like they still took the effort to get to know me and, you know, introduce me to their world.
You probably some language exchange to
Yes.
teach English and Japanese.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you learn some Japanese?
I could say watashi wa Mikera desu.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And some other little things like arigato, konnichiwa,
Yes.
like obviously the little things.
Yeah.
Ohayo. Yeah.
Okay, that's very nice. You mentioned that you've been to some places with your friend. Where did you visit in Japan?
So I've been to a lot of different places outside of the city of Shibuya. So I've been to Shimoda, which is like a smaller beach town.
Yeah.
It's about 3 hours on the train. I think that was my favorite trip. And then Mount Takao. For hiking, and I've also been to Lake Okatama. This was really nice, like because I traveled through the mountains, but I did this like all by myself, so that was nice. But on the trip that I went with a friend, I went to Chiba.
A lot of places around
Yeah, a
Tokyo.
lot of different places. Yeah, that are more quiet because it's nice to get outside of the city and just reset, kind of.
Do you like nature?
Yeah, I love nature.
Okay.
I think I need to be in nature to like calm down and relax.
Yeah, because Tokyo is very massive city.
Yeah, it's such a big city, so
But it's good, like, right? Like you can go to nature very easily.
yeah, everything's really simple for the trains here, so it's really easy to get outside of the city, and it's a fair price because I know in New York you're kind of stuck in the city. It feels almost you don't have a car or a license, it's really hard to get outside of the city. So I appreciate Tokyo for that.
Where did you like the most among places you visited?
Okay.
It's a difficult question.
Yeah, everything is so beautiful. So last trip, when I was here last year, I went to Shimoda. I think last year that was my favorite. But this time, I think Okutama was definitely my favorite amongst all the places that I've seen.
Why so? Why did you like?
I went during fall, so the trees were changing.
Yes.
So yeah, on the hike, it was like so beautiful.
I
You
like
had the
trees.
red leaves and the golden leaves, and also I wasn't expecting the hike to be as long as it was. And then when I got to the bottom of the lake, it just felt really rewarding, and yeah, I just had a good feeling there.
Okay, nice. You had a great time
Yeah.
there in nature. I want to ask about food too. And you mentioned bento
Yeah.
you had in lunch. But other than that, what kind of Japanese food did you enjoy?
Obviously, ramen is really good, and it's really fast and simple and cheap here.
Yes.
So I enjoyed ramen. Sushi. I like sushi, but I only tried sushi in Japan for the first time actually. So yeah, I enjoy sushi, sashimi.
You didn't try sushi outside of Japan?
Yeah, no, it was my first time to try it. Was here.
Okay.
So
You like it?
I love it. Yeah, it's nice. Yakitori
Yakitori?
is good. The one thing that I don't like, that I think a lot of people like, are the fried like octopus ball.
Takoyaki?
Yeah, takoyaki. I don't like.
You like it?
No.
I see.
But everything else is really good. Even the different cuisines that are here, like Italian or American food that they do, like it's really good.
Yeah. Why didn't you like takoyaki?
I think it's the texture of it. Like I thought it was gonna be fried. Like it is fried, but I thought
outside.
only the outside. So I thought like the inside would be too. But so the texture of it, it threw me off.
So far we talked about Japan,
Yeah.
but this channel is about cultural difference. So I always ask interviewee about their country, their culture too.
Okay.
So like very roughly asking, but could you tell me what is it like where you are from, Brooklyn, like New York?
Okay, so being from New York and living in New York, I think it's very, compared to Japan or any other country that I've visited, it's very intense. I feel like you have to be very aware of your surroundings and what you're doing and who's around you. So I feel like compared to Japan, like you can freely be a little bit less aware, I guess. Like it feels a lot more safe. So, but in another aspect though, people from New York are very expressive and the energy is like unmatched. Like just the energy of the people, I feel like it's unmatched from anywhere I've ever been. It's just like such a high frequency, and also New Yorkers, they do stick together in a way. I think that we are very friendly and it's very easy to connect with people and meet people, and there's a lot of opportunities that can come with being from New York. And I think that being in Japan, maybe it's different because I don't think people are that open all the time to meeting new people or connecting with others. It feels like it's a very, like it just feels like it's like a country in Japan that you kind of just like stick to yourself sometimes. I've noticed, but yeah.
In Japan, sometimes it's difficult to
Yeah.
have friends. Once you get to know them, it's good, but
Exactly.
until you make friends, it's
Yeah.
difficult.
Exactly. It's not as easy. Like it is doable, and I think people in Japan are open to meeting you and talking to you, but it's not gonna come as easy as it would if you're in New York, you know?
I see. Like going back to the topic about Japan. So when you finish your contract in Japan, you probably come back to your country. But then what kind of thing do you want to bring back from Japan? Like materiality and mentally?
Okay, so I actually want to go to get a customized pair of jeans. I think Ibisu.
Ebisu.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
Ibisu.
yeah, I want to do that before I leave, and I think it takes like a week for them to prepare. So I really want to bring that back from Japan. And then mentally, I want to bring back, I think I was able to really focus on myself here and like reset my mind,
Yes.
and my mind feels clearer, and
That's good.
Yeah, I learned a lot of things about myself, so I hope to bring that back to New York and not get distracted by like the outside life there and just keep continuing to build mentally for myself.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Do you want to come back to Japan again?
Yes, obviously. I love Japan. Yeah, I hope to come back maybe before the end of 2025. So yeah, I hope to be back.
As for interview, that's all. But I hope you can come back to Japan again.
Yes, thank you.
And I hope you can enjoy the rest of your stay in Japan. So it was very nice to talk with you. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Bye-bye.
ご視聴ありがとうございました。いかがだったでしょうか？動画のご感想やテーマのご要望などコメント欄で教えていただけますと幸いです。たくさんのコメントお待ちしております。チャンネル登録の際は通知ボタンもお忘れなく。